Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching Sopranos. We're watching definitely last two episodes now.
Yes, potentially the first one of the next season,
Depending,
but
we'll see. Also, I heard that the last episode is very longer.
Oh my
but
god, yes.
I don't know how long.
Yes, people said to make time for it. It's like 70 something minutes. I want
70 something minutes.
Well, usually it's like 58, so like not that big of a deal.
That's I didn't expect that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't expect
Like
that.
15 minutes longer than.
An hour and 15 minutes. That's like I don't remember when the last time it was. Yeah.
Well, true. True.
I expected like it may say 60 something.
No, they've said like 70 something.
Okay.
I want
God, what is in that episode?
I don't know.
It has to be 70 something
I
minutes
don't
long.
know. I really don't know. I'm so excited for it.
Insane, honestly.
I'm also a bit sick. Maybe I have a fever right now. I'm not sure. So my brain is gonna be non-functioning for these two episodes. I mean, hopefully it's gonna function a bit, but I don't think anyone should expect much from me. We'll see. What happened in the last episodes?
Apparently my brain is not functioning either.
Last episode, Janice was horrible.
Yes.
Janice was awful last episode.
I wanted to forget it, that's why.
No, it does not work. I mean, you have the whole thing with Johnny Sack. I mean, technically Carmine and the New York group.
I mean, I think
right
that's
now.
gonna continue. Again, we talked
think
about
that's
it.
gonna be
It's
like
gonna
the big
continue
thing.
in these last two
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
But yes, Janice was horrible in the last episode.
I think the comments were like, I see what this is the reason why she was the most hated character.
I understand, yes, I completely get that, but like nothing has changed with her for me at least. Depending on what they continue to do, but like I still think she's a great character, honestly. And I think she's. I
say she's perfect, but like it doesn't work.
No. And I think she's a very funny character in my opinion as well.
Yeah.
She has a lot of.
A lot of qualities.
Yeah.
Not necessarily good qualities, just like qualities.
No, there is not many characters in the show that have good qualities. You know what I mean?
I'm like trying to think which one could have it. Carmen?
Melfi, I would say she has good qualities. She was tested. She passed the test.
Yes, true.
Even when it was very hard and personal.
When it would be understandable.
Yes,
for her
when
to
I would
cross
say
over.
that like everybody would cross.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody, of course, but like many people would.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got.
Exactly.
I know, I'm very excited for this episode.
Let's play it.
Literally.
You see that like something's not right here.
Yeah.
Let's just play it and talk more. Hopefully, after the episode.
What is gonna happen?
We're constantly ignoring
Maybe.
this thing.
Being persecuted by the government, but a ruthless and calculating mob boss, FBI agents who have documented.
Like the fact that he mentally really is not all like fully there.
But a killer who orders up murder, like you and I order up coffee.
All true.
Well, they're trying to figure out which juror to like threaten.
Money. My father is a contractor. If you want, I can have him take a look at it. He is free, I think, tomorrow afternoon.
That would be a huge relief. What smells in this house? Right on. It's like the smell of heaven.
Homemade scones. My son loves them. We'll try them.
He's like, I don't even care.
And you, no.
Well, that's all there is for breakfast is fat and carbs.
Excuse me, we have a guest. You think you might say hello?
Anyway,
I think we should all be concerned about him constantly
Mr.
thinking
Tyler
about this.
gets mad at
At
Billy.
his age.
He's surprised because he's always saying how handsome Billy is.
Ocean Club at Paradise Island.
Visit tomorrow for 3 beautiful days.
Tomorrow?
Got a view suite, first class plane tickets. Hires me a favor.
I don't know. AJ, school?
Someone's going to spoil himself now. Come on, all the shit that's been going on. I mean, the horse and all. I know you need a break. That's probably the reason you got your hair cut.
You believe that in there? The tickets? For 2 years, it's been a bitch fest about how we never get away. So I make it happen. Top shelf across the board. All of a sudden, about psoriasis. It's like the motherfucking plague. You know what? Mafungu. I don't know why I bought it.
It's probably worth for a mother.
Oh, fuck that. They got her on a cortisone. You know, she's my wife and the mother of my children and all. But let me tell you something. She can be a moody bitch.
God, if anyone else said that to him, he would have punched him.
So as you know, Dad, Tony Soprano came to visit me recently. I bought him dinner, we talked. I'm not sure I like that he did that end run. He's an old-fashioned guy, Pop, very allegorical. The problem here is I'm afraid that maybe you backed yourself into a corner, this HUD thing. Your insistence on the 40%.
Remember, Carmela, even from the beginning, I felt 40 was a tad steep.
Real hard-head, this Soprano kid. And the ego. I tell you, though, when I first met him, decisive as he is, I would have been proud to call him my own son.
There's always a
Are
compromise.
you proud to call your son? Because he doesn't feel like
You ask me.
that.
Whatever they are, Carmine, the Sopranos bring in a lot of cash. I've been close with Tony for a lot of years.
On reflection, John, maybe that's the sticking post. Tony feels like you're friends, not business associates.
What am I always saying? I hate this fucking shit.
God, he heard I would have been proud to call him my son and just immediately.
Well, it's a small space.
I feel like this is the first time that we see them alone.
She's
Somewhere
falling in
else.
love with that place.
Cozy with the pillows. Romantic. Not that your mother.
God.
I never thank you for helping me.
I don't know. That's what I want to say. Like, first time seeing them alone together.
Special woman.
Have you thought about flooring yet?
Not really, no.
Okay, so they're not alone. Okay.
Are they ever gonna be
She
alone?
doesn't go for mirrors. We should pick a light-colored ceramic tile, maybe. Then we should go to color tile then. They have everything.
I would love to go with you there.
God.
Great, it's a date then.
It's daytime.
Good. It's a date.
Oh.
Is he gonna die by the end of the season? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Oh my God! Jesus, Mary and Joseph are bleeding.
Oh, it could have been worse. It's fine.
Hey, we should go. Alright, you do want to go? I'll see you tomorrow. Got my drink, a little dancing.
You wanna go upstairs?
It's okay.
All he wants is Carmela, and yet here's Carmela's husband wanting anyone but Carmela.
She's just a little shaken up. We gave her some Tylenol.
It was such a crash, though.
You should be behind the wheel, Joe.
I was gonna say, until when can you drive?
She ain't driving you no more.
Maybe if your mother wasn't talking in my ear, but we have tickets to the producers.
Don't worry about it. I'll drive you girls.
Hey, Miss Soprano. Meadow's on campus. She'll be right back.
I'm Ellen McDermott, Colin's mother. Oh, hi. Figured she's only a sophomore. Why does she need an apartment already? But with those seniors moving out midterm, we said a Hail Mary. Your daughter is really something. His old roommate. Thank you. Colin is very sweet also. Poised, mature, cooks for these other two. Plus, she volunteers at that law center. I think that's extraordinary. Congratulations.
We haven't seen her for a bit.
Of course,
I miss her. I'm happy when we don't see her
Me too,
technically because
honestly.
like she's doing her own thing.
So
She's
far,
away from them.
that's what I want to say. So far, with her character, everything is going better than expected.
Me
to
too,
go.
me
so, like,
too,
I don't
me too.
have to see her until the end of season 6, basically.
What's wrong with you two? Keep waiting for him to say he loves me and he hasn't. Some men have to move at their own pace, Ned.
Sorry about the mess. Mrs. Sopranos, just climb on in and buckle up. Oh, gee. So faithful. Barely here to that 2,000 feet. Stand there, best.
He's contemplating on killing him. He's contemplating on pushing him. He's gonna try to.
God, I cannot believe this.
Maybe Furio is gonna. I don't know. Because again, I always expect him to like pull back. And if he came to a point where he was about to kill Tony, maybe he's gonna be like, well, this is now. It's gone too far.
I honestly expected him to go back to Italy. I don't know how to explain that, but
Yeah,
I expect Tony to find out. I expect her to tell him that she has feelings or something to hurt him. So, like, in my mind,
You will come by.
40 minutes late.
I feel like he would want to kill Fury anyway, even if nothing happened. You know what I mean?
Maybe he did go back to Italy.
Okay. God. Maybe this is it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they said it's a
He
date.
realized
They just
it, like,
never.
Yeah, but like maybe not. Let's just
No,
watch.
maybe he's calling from an
Let's
airport.
just see.
Meadow, fine. You alright? You don't sound very happy to hear from me. Let's invite you guys over for dinner Sunday so Dad can see the place and meet the crew. You're nice. We'll put that on. I figure before break. Okay, bye.
Meadow's so cute.
Yeah, it's
I
very
love
cute.
her so much.
I think he realized he pushed.
Well,
too
that's
far.
what I mean. Like if he
crossed the
came to
line.
this point, you know.
Okay, she didn't go.
Nice place. Hey, we open in a few weeks. Carmela got the chef from front and up. Killer wine list. Listen, Tony. It's very important to Carmela.
It's so important. Where is he? I said, what is it? What's the offer?
40% of the hot take across the board start.
40.
Back to the
But
same
then
thing.
Carmine said he was going to take care of this.
Well, that is done already. It's done. You keep that for yourself. 40% only applies to future deals.
Let's go.
I do believe 40% is a lot. I mean, I know nothing about this business, but like honestly,
It sounds like a lot.
it sounds like a lot for the job that these people are.
Thank you. They're friends of your husband's came by the office. He's at the listing. Which friend? Who? Furio Gunther? Is that how you say it? How's just one on the market? Hi, Penny. How are you?
This might break her.
Yeah. Oh
This
my god.
really might break her. She quite literally might ask for divorce in the next episode. He just left without saying anything to anyone.
Furio called. A stupid fucking zip moved back to Italy. Asshole left a message on the answer machine at the bank at 4:30 in the morning. Flower delivery.
Come on in. I'll be right there.
God, how cute.
Mrs. Sopranos?
Hi, Finn.
Mr. Sopranos? Finn Detrolia?
Oh, Finn the dentist, right?
Someday. I'm still waiting to hear from dental school.
So like all four of them live here?
Yeah.
So what smells so good in there?
Mom's recipe for chicken cacciatore. You always leave your door open like that? I'm cooking. It's hot.
I'll protect her. Don't worry.
Hear that? Anybody bothers her, they'll knock their teeth out. Then you can put her back in, too.
These are my roommates, Colin and Alex.
So you're a roommate, too?
Tom McDermott. I've heard so much about you.
So he lives here, and you don't?
Okay.
I have a place on 118th Street.
Good. Your dad was a sailor, huh?
Surgeon, actually.
So you've been all over the world.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta tell you, Mrs. Soprano, your daughter absolutely keeps us alive with her cooking.
What is
What is
this?
happening? Oh, he did something for Johnny, the...
Oh, this is the thing they're about to open up.
Oh.
So, Finn, Meadow tells me that you're going skiing.
For 4 days next week. A whole bunch of us. A friend of my dad has a house in the Laurentians near Montreal.
I got a C on the paper I did on Billy Budd.
See?
Usually gets D's and F's. What's with you today? You okay?
He worked so hard on it. Why only a C?
I don't know.
Did you like Billy Budd?
It was okay. My teacher says it's a gay book.
Mr. Wegler? Oh, that's ridiculous.
I've heard that before.
That was written when? The 19th century?
Yeah, I didn't even know they had fags back then.
AJ,
No offense.
I'm not gay.
You're not?
No.
this stuff is pervading our educational system. Not to mention movies, TV shows, gay nonsense they're teaching. I'm sorry, but Billy Budd is not a homosexual book. Actually, it is, Mother. I saw the movie Meadow with Terrence Stamp.
Terrence Stamp was in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I don't know about that. But Billy Budd is the story of an innocent sailor being picked on by an evil boss.
Who's picking on him out of self-loathing caused by homosexual feelings in a military context.
Oh, please.
There is a passage in the book where Melville compares Billy to a nude statue of Adam before the fall.
Really?
Thought you read it.
I'm just saying it's ridiculous how everything is being sold as homosexual nowadays.
Must be a gay book. Billy
She's
Budd's a
losing her
shit
mind.
flawless, right?
Billy Budd in particular.
Well, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
She's a he-mother, and he's lectured at Columbia, as a matter of fact.
Well, maybe he's gay. You ever thought of that?
She's never lost her composure to this degree.
You know, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but since you ask, I think certain people starting to wonder where your heart is.
People who? Tony? What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Right there. Your attitude lately. 4 months inside, I'm supposed to skip down the street?
Oh, as good as your last envelope.
You know that.
I got a relationship with Tony Albert'll never have. No matter how far he sticks his tongue up Tony's ass. Right now, me and Tony are in the boundary. The cycle comes around, it'll be different. I'm fast worrying I gotta be the top earner every fucking second. All this shit started with that Russian prick when I had to go pick up your $5 grand.
Well, things might be a little different, Wally. You accept some responsibility for a change.
You're a worthy cocksucker, you know that?
No! I'm just telling you how you're being fucking perceived.
Just worry about how you're fucking perceived. Nobody knows what the future holds, my friend.
Huh.
Love this.
I cannot wait for them to all kill
really
each other.
enjoy
Well, I
them.
think he foreshadowed this by saying, "No one knows what the future holds, my friend."
His mother was coming.
The Union.
So excited, Ro. We had a date to go to color tile.
A date?
To look at tile for his mother's apartment.
Oh.
No phone call, no note. I know I sound foolish.
No, you don't, honey.
When I ran into Darlene at church, it felt like somebody punched me in the stomach.
A couple of months, you'll forget all about him.
Oh my God.
You don't think Tony said something to him, do you?
Finally, the doggy dance. I give these to my son. Here's for Mom and me. Parking and gas, I'll take care of it. I have 100 I need to break. Come on, Ma. Shoot, I forgot to cash my check. Don't you have direct deposit? She doesn't even have a savings account.
I like to have the money right in my hands.
Still keep it under the mattress?
Never you mind where I keep it. I need change.
These Parker House rolls, they belong to my mom.
They do not. They were for the tape.
Wrap these up, will you? Cellophane.
Can I have your attention, please? I repeat, can I have your attention, please?
It's come to our attention this site is employing a substantial number of non-union laborers in violation of our master contract.
Mom, what the fuck?
This site is shut down until further notice.
God.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, listen, Daddy, we just want you to know how glad we are a guy like you was on that job.
Yeah.
That mob thing. That Junior Soprano trial.
Yeah, I thought it was that guy. Next to his fucking kid.
Hard-working guy. Wife and 2 kids. Performing a civic duty we should all take part in. We know you do the right thing.
God, they're so fucking
No
evil.
words, honestly.
God. If she doesn't do this now, you know what I mean?
She will.
She will never do it.
I mean, I don't know what will she exactly and how it's gonna happen, but like something's big is happening. I mean, for the love of God, next episode is 70-something minutes.
Who's calling? Is it Furio?
Anyway, the reason I called, it's kind of near my birthday, and I was thinking we'd do our tradition, go to the plaza for tea, under Eloise's picture.
Really? It's so wonderful.
On second thought, I'll just meet you there. I love you.
I love you too.
No retaliation, counter-retaliation. You just sit tight.
It's gonna cost us, T. That's why Carmine did it.
It's gonna cost him too.
So, how's Finn? When are you leaving for Montreal? Wednesday morning. He's gonna pick me up at home. I have my ski clothes there, so I'm gonna stay over the night before and do some laundry. Is that a problem?
No, of course not. As long as he stays in the guest room.
He's not staying, Mother.
Well, the way you two hang on each other.
Well, excuse me, Mrs. Danvers. What do you have against love? Why are you not happy for me?
Jealousy, girl.
What are you, jealous? Just because you and Dad are middle-aged?
Watch it, young lady. Your apartment in Manhattan notwithstanding.
What?
And I'm sure your friend the princess found us quite amusing.
You're the one who wanted me to go to an Ivy League school. These are the type of people who go there. There are also people who grew up without indoor plumbing, but you would know even less about them. Would you rather I transfer to Montclair State? Then maybe I can drop out like you did.
God.
I invited you here to have a nice time, not to belittle it. Maybe you'll be happier if I didn't come around anymore.
Except that won't happen, because you'll need money in about a week.
You know what? To hell with not coming around. I'll just transfer to Northwestern so I can be near Finn when he goes.
God, everything is falling apart.
God, Paulie.
He is such a snake.
Come on, hey. What are you doing here?
I'm a guest.
A housekeeper's daughter.
Small world. About all the stuff that's going on. Tony and all.
What's your name again?
Paulie Gaultieri. Jersey?
The fellow was run over by a trolley, right?
Johnny talked to you about me, right?
Johnny who? Sack? Talk to me about what?
The amount of times he mentioned Carmine is very appreciative.
Come on, never heard of him. Come on, I swear you.
You never told me about your lunch.
It's horrible since you asked. She's threatening to transfer to Northwestern.
What brought that on?
Boyfriend probably, Finn. Maybe she wants to put some space between us. I don't know. I don't feel well. My joints ache. My stomach is all queasy. You asked, I told.
Just make a conversation.
Well, if you don't care what the answer is, then don't bring it up.
All right, calm down.
She's been weird to you lately?
How?
Angry? Sad?
I guess she's been crying a lot.
Since when?
Last week. I think she's upset about Furio's dad.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, he died. And I think Furio went back to Italy or something. And she was going over there a lot.
To Furio's?
She was helping him decorate. And she made me go, too. It was really a pain in the ass.
Where are you?
What did he break into?
Like
the woman's that hides her money
yes,
under...
yeah.
What are you doing?
Is he about to...
Man, your door was open. I bought you something from my mom. What are you doing in my house? Take it easy. I didn't know you were home. What are you doing? Calling your mother.
He's gonna kill her.
I know you. This week, then, I'll bring my ma. The three of us will go have lunch over at Pal's cabin. Huh? You were here to rob me.
Stop speaking, woman. You're gonna die.
Just calm down, okay? Jesus Christ, your mother. Don't set that thing off. You think I'm here to hurt you? You know me since I'm a kid. Help! What are you doing? Help! You are always a little bastard! Shut up with that fucking mouth! There's a skip. Hey.
He just realized that he's not worth as much as he thinks.
I don't think it's slow lately.
Johnny Sack for you.
What's that prick one?
Love Johnny Sack. He is so calculated in everything he does.
What do you think?
Love this. Love this.
She loves you, Meadow. You know that, don't you? Cut her some slack, will you? You gotta understand she's going through a rough time right now.
Good.
Change of life, maybe. Kids are growing up. We talked about this in counseling, me and her.
You know nothing about your wife.
Yeah. It's part of the therapy for the panic attacks on her.
You were in therapy?
You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, my God.
On some level, she may feel unfulfilled. A little of that's probably my fault, anyway.
Probably the beginning of menopause, like you said.
All right, you go have a good time. Well, here I am. What is it?
We go back a long way, Tom. Come way too far to let it all go to shit.
With all due respect, you want to go down memory lane? Put it in second gear, right?
I wish for Carmine's own sake he'd ease off. I'll tell you, that restaurant thing didn't help.
He got my appraiser. What was I supposed to do? It's on page 4 of the boss manual, John. Jesus.
So, do you wanna replace Carmine?
That's how it seems.
Why are you telling me all this, John?
Because at heart I know you're a pragmatist. Carmine won't bend.
And I just told you I won't.
If Carmine's health bad, something were to happen to him, God forbid. All this unpleasantness would just...
John, Carmine's fine.
Yes. He's very healthy. Yeah. Go on.
Insane.
Johnny is insane. I love Johnny.
Insane.
Holy shit.
I agree. God, I'm afraid this episode is gonna end.
You're home early.
On something.
It's a good thing we have the next one to play immediately.
What are you watching?
I have a fever.
Is it a love fever?
A little.
Literally from a broken heart.
You want some Meadow?
I took some.
In a few years, you'll find somebody else. Settle down. Maybe she won't. Who knows? She can do whatever she wants. She's becoming a wonderful woman, Con. Smart, beautiful, independent woman that you created. Isn't that what you dreamed about?
Yes.
This episode was, at least to me, I mean, a lot of things happened, but to me, considering Carmela, it felt like a storm is coming.
That's I literally was like. Looking at her lying in bed, and I was thinking, is she gonna like? Is she gonna?
Yes, I mean a bit.
Something?
Storm was happening in this episode a bit, but like on the opposite side, on the wrong side, with Meadow. I have a feeling the next episode something big could happen with her and Tony. Again, what? I don't know.
Yeah,
something big. Honestly, Furio left, and to me, honestly, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think we always talked about the fact that like because like he is such a soldier in this environment, and like I feel like you would want him on your side if you're in this mob world, and so for him to find himself wanting to push his boss, aka Tony, into the like whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna make you stop and think about how far you have taken things. Because like throughout this entire episode, like first Tony is calling Carmela a bitch in front of Furio. Then like he is making up with this other woman. And so like Furio is constantly getting madder and madder.
Again, because he loves Carmela and he hates seeing a man that like is her husband doing something like this to her.
Yeah.
And he thinks he would do better. He would treat her better, let's say. You know, like he
is right to think so.
I mean,
from everything we've seen so far.
That's what I want to say. And that is so good, in my opinion, in this whole story. The fact that, like, Furio would have been exactly what she wanted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because her life choices... She never got to have it.
Yeah.
You know? She never got to have a man who respected her, cared about her in a right way, treated her right, you know?
Yeah.
And from everything that we saw, that was always the most important thing for her, you know? And that was why she is unhappy, unfulfilled, even with all the money that she got with marrying Tony. You know? Even with turning the blind eye to anything that he does, you know?
Yeah, wasn't the moment that she was watching something marrying a millionaire as well?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you get, my girl. This is the life that we have chosen.
And at the top of it, and that is the life that she has chosen a long time ago.
Yeah.
That is the life that she had chosen when she dropped out of college.
Yeah.
And at the top of it now, she sees her daughter leading a life that she could have led, you know?
Yeah.
That would have maybe make her happier.
Like being with someone that she, like, maybe is in love with, I'm not sure, but, like, whatever. Like, someone that she feels...
That is a nice boy. That is a nice guy.
That, like, treats her well, and, like, she... whatever's happening, like, she has, like, this little romance happening, and, like, so she's happy.
Yeah. And she has these friends that, like, talk about completely different subjects, that, like, Carmela and Tony in some ways have nothing in common, you know? Like, on that table during that conversation, you know, like, you at least I felt like they don't belong there.
Yeah, like they're all from different universes.
Completely different universes.
Yeah.
Like it's nice again that's your family. That's not a rare case that you have more in common with people you meet in your life, like friends and all of that, than with your family.
Yeah.
But like somehow here felt like completely two different worlds.
Yeah.
And so like Meadow, and like that is everything that she wanted for Meadow in some ways, like to go to college, to meet a nice boy, to have these friends who are educated. Like we talk about these different subjects that like she talks when she's home, or that she talked when she was with Jackie Jr.
Yeah.
And she is feeling, let's say, jealous about it. But like I don't think jealous is the right word in my opinion. She's feeling sad.
I mean, again, I think we've talked about their relationship, like Meadow and Carmela's, and that like sense of let's say jealousy. Again, I also don't know what the like better word to use, but like in a way, like she is living vicariously through her, like at least she is trying to, by like forcing her to go into the universe that she wants, by like making her and like of course you're gonna do that as a parent to your kid, like you're gonna want to like make sure that they make the best choices, for them, and like learn on your mistakes. But like for Carmela, it always felt like, she's trying to, let's say, right some wrongs that happened in her life, and so like in that whole sense of things, like her Meadow being like happy and in love in this moment for Carmela does like feel like a blow to her, because like she cannot have that, like she can only like just play the role that she has played all this time, which is just like Tony's wife, and like she cannot have this romance, this person that like cares about her, that's gonna respect her and love her. And so like I think like she just took everything very hard this episode, and it like Meadow was sort of the first in line, like Meadow called her to ask her to go for her birthday, and like we had these things. Like I remember them doing this for her birthday. So like it was very nice for me to hear that in this episode, because like it's still like a tradition that remains.
I mean, I remember it in season 1 when let's say Meadow was, let's say, a moody teenager who didn't want to go with her mom, and we were. I remember us yelling, Meadow, go with your mom, spend time with your mom, and now she's grown up and she want to spend time with her mom, she's not living with her, she doesn't see her that often, and she want to have a relationship with her, but like it was just a moment in time where Carmela was feeling all these things again. Furio left, and she was crying and she was heartbroken. Basically, she has a fever, love fever,
Yeah, and I just think like putting her in that space, like that tradition that they have, like the Soprano girl tradition for birthdays, I don't know, like again reminds her of where she is, like where she's stuck at, and so like it felt like maybe a perfect storm, and the Meadow did not deserve any of it. Like Carmela was completely in the wrong in every fucking step.
In every episode, in every second.
Literally, there was nothing that she was correct about. But like that's simply why it fell on Meadow, and I feel very bad for her. But like I think she understood in this episode that her mother had some feelings for Furio, and I mean she's just keeping it to herself.
Yeah, I think definitely. Especially immediately after the conversation with AJ, where she's telling him that like he's telling her that Furio left, and like that mom was going off into her place, and that, like since then mom was crying.
Yeah.
But like again, our boy Anthony does not understand anything. And then with her conversation with Tony as well, where Tony is finding all these excuses that he could find to think of,
Yeah.
But he would never think that like his wife has a feeling for a different man.
No.
That would never cross his mind.
No. There's no instance where that happens.
Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I honestly had a feeling that like the episode is gonna end with a boom. It didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it did, meaning that like something was happening, but like it's usually it was how usually episodes with Carmela and Tony would end. Nothing said and everything thought, more in their heads.
Yeah, they never speak to each other.
And I had a feeling that like she's gonna say something. Let's say I want a divorce. Bum.
I felt like I was waiting for it when she was lying down.
Honestly, yeah. I like when I heard music, I know it's not coming. Yeah. I knew, like I felt it was not coming. Yeah. But like before that, somehow with the way that like she was about to explode during the entire episode, I thought it was gonna come at the end of the episode. But I definitely think it's coming in this episode. How? What is gonna happen? Like what is she gonna say? I still think she's gonna tell him that like she is in love with Furio. I honestly,
because like I think if it doesn't happen now, it's never gonna happen. Like if she has gone through this, like these emotions, this kind of heartbreak, and like it doesn't make her say this to Tony, like when is she gonna say?
That's what
I mean, maybe she can fall in love with someone else in next season, but like. No. I don't know. Like I felt like we really made a point.
I think this is
of it being Furio.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. I think this is it. I think she's heartbroken, and I think Tony's gonna do something, say something. He doesn't have to, but like I think something's gonna push her over the edge, and I think that's gonna be the last thing. And I don't know if she's gonna ask for divorce. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if we're there yet, but I definitely think she's gonna tell him how unhappy and unfulfilled she is. And so unfulfilled that she was in love with a different man. He didn't notice that,
I mean, he's thinking like she has menopause,
Exactly.
What I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Again, she feels everything that he does, like he's hurting her in every episode, coming home late, cheating on her on any step. But like, I don't know if it's even worse to not pay any attention to your wife who clearly has deep feelings for somebody else and not to notice anything,
I'm
like the only thing that he notices is that like she cut her hair.
Literally, and that's why she like that means something,
So
I mean, it does not mean what you think it means.
Wasn't sure how she would tell him again. I thought she was gonna tell him, and Fury's gonna find out, and that's why Fury is gonna run away.
Yeah,
this is even better. She was this close to getting what she wanted.
Literally, like they set up a date.
Exactly.
And that was like shocking to me in that moment, because like it felt like how this whole season went, like that it's never gonna like come to fruition. I
agree.
Like that's how they set it up. In this me too. So I was like, what the fuck is happening now? But then like again, because he left, of course it doesn't come to fruition.
Nothing happened.
But it's so good that it doesn't come to fruition.
I agree
like
completely.
It's so fucking good that like it stops just before.
Yeah.
I love that.
But
whole
like now that we know that he left, again, she potentially, I think she will tell Tony.
God, I cannot wait to play the next episode just to see what we get and if we get anything. I really don't know. But like,
I feel like we definitely will. I'm 100% confident, honestly. I'm gonna be shocked if nothing happens.
God, I really hope so.
Also, it's 70-something minutes long. You need to give me something for 70-something minute episode, Give me this. Because in the show, I don't think episode lasts more than an hour or something, you know? Like, if you put an episode 70-something minutes, it can't be just like plot-related episode. It has to have emotional aspect in it.
I mean, I think, I guess we'll find out. I think the next episode is going to have to be a lot about maybe getting rid of Carmine.
That's also potential.
God, I love Johnny Sack. I love him. Like, what a character. What a calculated effort that he does in everything that he... Like, I really love him as a character. Like, I have nothing to tell you. I really love him.
I agree. I think that potentially that's happening. Also, the character that like I find very, very interesting is Paulie.
Oh.
He is so funny and so pathetic, and his face is, in my opinion, ridiculous.
He is psychopathic. He like psychopath.
But like in my opinion, I can't. Yes, he is psychopathic, but like most of the characters are in this show.
Well, yes.
But somehow with him, he's a pathetic psychopathic. If you know what I mean. When
like
he realized that like
killed a grandma because he went to steal
that was
her
that was
money.
honestly the cherry on top. That
Like,
was the cherry on top.
literally-
But like even before that, somehow with the way that he's trying to play the double game,
Yeah.
but like
he
he's not
thinks he's being
good
so
enough or
smart.
smart enough to play that double game.
Like
you
Johnny
know?
saw
Like,
that you're dumb and like knew who to take information from.
exactly. And Tony, and I'm not gonna say realize like, but like he doesn't respect you.
No.
He sees you for who you are and how capable you are. He doesn't respect you. He respected more Ralph. You know what I mean?
Literally.
At the same time, with going to Johnny and playing a double game,
Yeah.
he lost all respect. Even the small respect that Tony had for him, he lost it now. Like
Yeah.
the small trust that Tony had, and all the Sylvia as well. He's tried to warn him in this episode, like
He told no one trusts him.
No one trusts you. Basically, he lost even that little respect that, or
And so he
faith that
went
he had.
and he was so panicking about
And so
this.
pathetic that he went when he found out that the
Carmine doesn't know who he is.
Basically, he decided the best decision is to go to a grandma's house and steal her savings.
Do you know that I wondered, like, when they were having that lunch with the grandmas and shit,
Yeah.
like, you hide the money.
Yeah.
I was like, how is this gonna come back?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like, you will not
yeah.
give me this information,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, without it coming back.
Yeah.
Somehow I didn't expect this.
Somehow I didn't expect that. Can you imagine how pathetic that is? How pathetic it is.
Like, that is so, like, and he went, hi T, like, business good. Here's an envelope.
And he, and he strangled grandma on the floor with a pen.
The thing is, he did not even blink, didn't even think about it. He did not even...
Got up and went
And
to...
he has known her since he was a kid. Psychopathic behavior.
Yeah. No,
like,
honestly.
maybe even more psychopathic than... Like, again, everyone is insane in the show, but, like, that's even maybe more psychopathic than, like, what we're used to.
There is few psychopathic behaviors, interesting psychopathic, you know, like that is one of them, just like being like this, but like that's pathetic. So I would say that like Janice is also an interesting psychopathic character.
Absolutely.
Different than others. She's not murdering
It's a
people left and
spectrum.
right. Exactly.
It's a spectrum
But
of
like
psychopaths
she
that we
is
have.
fucking with kids' minds who just lost their mom. I would say that's different as well. You know what I mean?
Psychopathic.
Exactly. So, like,
Psychopathic behavior in each and every single front here.
so I'm very excited to see that storyline with Paul. Like what's like.
Me too.
I am happy. Like I feel.
He's gonna get
I feel
himself
happy
killed.
watching this show now. Everything is falling apart. Everybody
Love
like
it. No one trusts
Junior
anyone.
is on a trial that like seems like he's going down. You know.
Well, I don't
Again,
know. They
did
got a
threaten
juror.
Yes,
yeah,
they
but
did
like then
threaten-
the jury is just gonna be hung, and then you're gonna have another trial. So like, I mean, I guess like until you have another trial, he is gonna be free. But like, how long can you keep this up for?
Somehow, I for me at least, I would love him to go to jail. I think for his storyline, he was also like pathetic during the
He is
entire time. You know,
ridiculous. He is ridiculous. Everything that the prosecutor was saying about him was spot on. But like the thing is, like he was like drawing something or whatever, but like that is, you know, clearly indicating he's not all there. Like he really is not all there. Which I think is also interesting.
Me too.
But I don't know I really know what's gonna be happening.
But
this
like
trial.
I'm just like here and enjoying every second of it.
I want them all to fall down. But like I'm very curious what Tony's gonna do with the Carmine situation, the way that like Johnny phrased it.
Yeah, I have no
Tony
idea.
understood.
Tony was shocked.
What they were talking
Tony
about.
was shocked. I'm very surprised with what Carmine just said. Yes, I'm excited to see that as well. But like also what I'm very happy to see and what I think this show has done very well is Meadow's storyline as well.
I cannot believe she like in a way escaped.
It seems that way. Again, I think we're gonna. I'm wondering what else we're gonna see, but somehow right now after the whole Jackie Jr. storyline, and we didn't have her much after that. We had like just like a little storylines finding out that like she is volunteering here, working there. Now we found out she's moving with us, and we see the conversations again that they're having. Somehow it feels like she is living a life we wanted her to live, you know?
Literally, like, her boyfriend is the complete opposite of, like, whatever Jackie Jr. was.
Yes, and, like, again, her parents coming there, they feel like they don't belong there. What I want to say, we, watching that, feel like they don't belong there.
Yeah.
And we feel like Meadow belongs with those people. She doesn't belong with
she just
Carmela
seems like a very,
and
like, warm-hearted person in these, like, since the whole Jackie Jr. thing has, like, finished. Like, she seems to be doing so well. And I'm so happy about
I am so happy with her storyline. I'm literally telling you, like, if now, like, another guy like Jackie Jr. would come, I can see that, like, she would notice him. I can see that, like, she would want something like that for her. It seems like she, let's say, grew out of that phase.
Yeah.
If you can grow out of that phase when your parents are who they are. But somehow it seems like you don't have much in common with your parents. And that is the thing that, like, I was most afraid of with her, that, like, she had a lot in common with her parents.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, this is very interesting what is happening. Honestly,
I'm very happy about it, and I'm very happy for her. There's AJ, and I think, like, I don't like, I mean, it makes sense, and I don't like that this for AJ, but, like, it feels like every episode, like, he is really, like, sort of dismissed and in the background, because, like, the Carmela and Tony are not necessarily parents to him. Like, I find it, like, I really don't like, and this could be, like, completely meaningless, like, small things, like, every time where he, like, starts reading something or whatever, like, I'll go back upstairs or whatever, like, those all things can be, like, completely normal, but just, again, the environment that he is in, like, I always want to pay attention to these things because, like, I think they're really dismissing him. And I think that this was the second, third time, fourth time, I don't know, where he is talking about food in terms of, like, carbs. Like, last time he was like, because, like, Carmela made breakfast and he was like, I don't want bacon, like, it's too fat or something like that. And I think
that is normal. That is the only road that, like, he could have, that is the only thing that could be in his mind, considering his father has bullied him since the first season. We constantly saw his father, like, says something about his food, about what he's eating,
about his weight or whatever.
Exactly, things like that. So, like, of course he's gonna
like, literally develop an eating disorder because of that. And so, like, I'm very concerned when he says this, and, like, no one says anything about it. Like, he's a kid, you know, and like, this is the most formative years of his life, and, like, he is really being dismissed by his parents, and I really hate that. I hate it in every scene that it happens in, and it's like, it's very small things, you know, but it's just like, it feels like constant.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I agree with you. I hate it, but, like, I also hate when he's not dismissed, when he hears what, like,
true.
I don't know which is worse to see, honestly. If when they're paying attention to him with the way that they're paying attention to him, or whether they're not paying attention.
I mean, like,
I hate every step.
And they should just not be his parents.
Exactly.
Not like we cannot do anything about this.
So I don't know. We'll see. But, like, with Meadow's situation, I am pleasantly surprised what is happening, where it is going, honestly.
And I hope it continues going this way. I hope I see her every 7 episodes, because, like, she's just thriving in her personal life. Would love that.
Me too. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.